Where's our mojo? We got to get in touch with where our mojo is. We talked about the structure by doing something business-like, creating a different kind of house here in which to communicate from. And now we're going to talk about the dirty word of planning. And I talked about this talpiot concept, this idea of actually conscripting the best and brightest into service. So a guy that I see on Burgershov with an earring here and a tattoo there and a ponytail who shot himself in the foot or claimed he was crazy not to do army service, all of a sudden is like the computer science nerd who wants to get in the, Ken. That's what I want to create. Out there, funky, radical, wild. For a lot of audiences, for other audiences, they have to be more subdued, and I acknowledge that. So part of it is building a new kind of situation room. Once a PR person, always a PR person. A lot of times I think I reverse engineer the headlines. What's the headline that I would want to see, right? So one of the headlines I'd want to see is Technion architects win competition for space age 3D model to house Israeli Ingenuity Center, where Israel creates a new virtual reality. Okay? Everything from avatars to webcams to web video to vlogs to video podcasts to etc. To things, to wikis, to things that we haven't even thought of yet. Okay? Developing new vehicles. Part of this group, think about in the Army. Think about kids thinking about cool campaigns just texting. Just texting. In fact, I would challenge you if you guys want to create something together, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Sarah is awesome, by the way. Let's think about a name. Maybe we write the name in text. I gave to a venture-backed company an idea to name themselves just in text. They have it's you guys know text SMS, yeah. So it's just text-based. The whole name of the company.
What is that?
What I mean is the medium is the message. So I'd like to have a name that says, and it's a very fundamental letter choices that we're doing something new and different.
Very new with or without the E or the I.
Right, so like instead of writing text, I'd write TXT. Instead of UYOU, I'd write U. We want you. Imagine if Israel had a campaign like that, that either half of them don't know what we're saying and the other half totally know what we're saying because we're speaking their language. Okay? Next. Creating the first viral nation. You know, there are these companies like Meta Cafe and all these doing amazing things virally. We should be the first viral nation. We already are, except we're getting our butts kicked by the Islamic world, spewing out hate and anti-Semitism and horrible stuff. They are the kings of web video. They are the kings. I don't know if we can beat them in terms of quantity, but I think we can certainly beat them in terms of quality. Here's an idea here of launching a Repairing the World campaign, Tikkun Olam, of recently discharged soldiers from IDF post video of sneaking into refugee camp on YouTube with Witness, which is a great organization you guys should check out, do humanistic videos. Using humor wisely, another tactic. Here's an idea I came up with. Oh my God, a jive. Imagine a daily, let's do this together. I have sometimes okay ideas and then I go on to the next thing and never execute. My fault. But let's do that together. I assure you we could get buzz on that. Aaron, agree? We'd get buzz on, we'd get great young, old, creative people to come together and just kill them with humor, okay? Get hyper practical. A lot of my stuff is very out there, I know, deliberately so, but sometimes we have to be practical and go in the other direction. Op-eds. Did you ever notice in the last Lebanon War, I said I wasn't going to do a nituach analysis, but the last Lebanon War, almost no op-ed. I didn't see an op-ed from Moshe Menshelah in any American paper. Now, I said that to an Israeli friend the other day and said, who asuk? He was busy. You know, so it's like that's also lack of delegation, lack of authority on the ground. I mean, there are many ways to analyze this. Next. Okay, sponsored search. When I met this man, do you know one of the first things? He has such a marketing and communications mind. He shows me the sick stickers. Stop inciting children to kill. An ingenious campaign. That was before Web 2.0. Think of what we could do now if we use something like that to sort of open the window on just the hypocrisy and the horrible stuff that's going on around us, where women and children and human beings are being degraded in such a horrible way. Okay? Empowering citizens, conducting C2C diplomacy. communicating an avatar's second life with Israel neighbors. So here's a ridiculous idea that maybe isn't so ridiculous. I need someone to read it. Would you read this?
Second one?
Yeah, no, the next one. Next slide.
Okay.
Everyone knows what dig is, right?
No.
No.
All right.
Do you know what dig is?
Yeah.
Explain what dig is.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Dig is
Dig is a social site where people rate articles, and the more you get, the better, and then you get to the front page, and then you get inundated with visitors. And it's a goal.
Exactly.
You
Very
want that.
Web 2.0, very inspired from grassroots, etc. So here's an idea of what I would like to reverse engineer to see in dig one day.
Sure. Israel creates Good Morning Lebanon. Israel's creative services today launched a new online Arabic-based avatar series, creating a future world picture of technological, agricultural, cultural collaboration, and religious tolerance between Israel and Lebanon as a visual alternative to Lebanon's current world. Virtual alternative to Lebanon's current world of radical intolerance. Instead, it is an overture to Arab countries and Israel to grow rich together.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, idealistic, maybe it sounds like Shimon Peres from 15 years ago, updated slightly, but I think there's something to it.
No, it's a lot easier to create in the virtual world than it is to create.
Yeah,
Exactly. Great. So why don't we do it? You know, it's the improv. We should. This is an example of something. Now, the Good Morning Lebanon. I looked at that. It sounds a little like Good Morning Vietnam, which is not the right comparison. So we should change that from the get-go. But this is a fun.